Good afternoon, students. Today we will discuss about our next chapter, that is diversity in living organisms. Biodiversity. Each organism in this world, whether it is a plant, animal, or a microorganism, is unique in itself. This uniqueness of individuals forms on the basis of diversity among the living organism. Biodiversity refers to the diverse or varied forms of living beings which differs from one another in external appearance, size, color, pattern, internal structure, nutrition, behavior, habitat, etc. Taxonomy. Taxonomy is a biological science which deals with the identification of organisms. One of the functions of taxonomist is to provide a scientific name for every living creature. The need for a uniform international system of naming is obvious. Common vernacular names for the same plant or animal vary from region to region, and it is having a many disadvantages. Classification. To study the diversity among living organisms in an effective way, we need to arrange various kinds of organisms in systematic manner. The method of arranging organisms into groups or sets on the basis of similarities and differences is called as classification. Importance of classification. It makes the study of a wide variety of organisms easy. The projects before us picture of all life forms at a glance. It is essential to understand the interrelationships among different groups of organisms. Forms a base for the development of other biological sciences. Classification and evolution. Classification of life forms is closely related to their evolution. Most life forms that we see today have risen by accumulation of charge in its body design that allow the organism possessing them to survive better. Charles Darwin first described this idea of evolution in his book The Origin of Species. Hierarchy of classification of groups. There are 7 groups in the classification. They are species, genus, family, order, class, phylum or division, and kingdom. Species. Species is a group of individuals with a similar morphological characteristics which are able to breed among themselves and produce offsprings of their own kind. Individuals of the same species resemble each other closely both structurally and functionally. Genus. It is a group of species which are related and have less characteristics in common as compared to species. Members of genus have identical reproductive organs. Family. It is represented by a group of related genera that are more similar to each other than with the genera of other families. Order. It is an assemblage of families resembling one another in a few characteristics. Class. It represents organisms of related orders. Phylum. It includes all the organisms belonging to different classes having a few common characteristics. Kingdom. It includes all organisms who share a set of distinguished common characters. Organisms are classified into two types, that is prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes are further divided as unicellular, for example Monera. Eukaryotes have two types, that is unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular example is a protista, multicellular with a cell wall and without cell wall. With the cell wall, performing photosynthesis is plantae, do not performing photosynthesis is fungi. without cell wall is Animalia. Five kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. First one is Monera. It is one-celled organisms. Cells have no membrane around the nucleus, reproduce by splitting in two, absorbs nutrients from outside their bodies. Some monerans cause diseases, but others are helpful to people. Example: bacteria and Anabena. Second one is Protista. These are the most are one-celled, but some have many cells. Cells have a membrane around the nucleus. Some get nutrients and energy by eating other organisms. Some get energy from the sun and nutrients from the water around them. Most reproduce by splitting in two. Examples are Paramecium and amoeba. Fungi. These are heterotrophic eukaryotic organisms. They are saprophytes. Cell wall is made up of chitin. Some of them live in close relationship with certain algae and plants, forming lichen and mycorrhizae. Some of them have ability of being multicellular. For example, yeast, mushroom, and rhizopus. Plantae. Plantae includes multicellular organisms except for some primitive relatives of algae. They are eukaryotes. They have cell wall made of cellulose. Nutrition of plants is autotrophic. Growth in plants is generally identified or indefinite due to presence of growing points. Plants are further divided as follows. Do not have differentiated plant body, they are called as thallophyte. Having differentiated plant body without specialized vascular tissue is bryophyta. Without specialized vascular tissue are don't producing seeds are pteridophyte, which produce the seeds are phanerogams. So phanerogams bear naked seeds, they are called as gymnosperms. Bear seeds inside the fruit, they are called as angiosperms. Basis of division of kingdom Plantae. Differentiated body parts. Body is differentiated into leaves, stems, roots, flowers, etc. Presence of vascular tissue. There are two types of vascular tissue present in plants, that is xylem help in transport of water, phloem helps in transport of food. Reproduction through seeds or spores. Phanerogams. The plant with the seeds are called as phanerogam. They contain embryo with stored food and are multicellular. Cryptogam. Plants with the spores are called as cryptogam. They contain only naked embryo and are generally unicellular. Seeds are inside the fruit or naked. Angiospermae. These are plants with seeds inside the fruit and bears flowers. Gymnosperms. These are plants with naked seeds and do not bear flowers. First one is Thallophyta. Body of organisms is not differentiated into organs, mainly aquatic, found in marine and freshwater. Tissues for conduction of material and for mechanical strength is absent. They are covered by mucilage, reproduced by vegetative, asexual and sexual reproduction. Algae are example for this division. Bryophyta. Plant body is differentiated into leaf, root and stem like structures. Special conducting tissue are not present. These are known as amphibians of plant kingdom. Reproduced by vegetative, asexual, sexual reproduction. Funaria, Riccia, Markentia are few examples. Pteridophyta. Plant body is differentiated into leaf, stem and roots. They also have conductive tissues. All the above discussed plant types does not bear seeds. Instead, they are bearing of spores. They are also known as cryptogams. They require water for the purpose of reproduction. Marsilia, Selaginella are the example for this pteridophyte. Gymnosperm. They are most primitive and simple seed plants. These plants bear naked seeds, mean seeds are not enclosed in fruit. These are perennial, evergreen trees having woody trunk. They bear cones in which seeds are placed. Xylem lacks vessels and phloem lacks companion cells. They are divided into two groups, cycas, pinus and cedrus are example for gymnosperm. Angiosperm. They are highly evolved plants and they produce seeds that are enclosed within the fruit. These plants have flowers, hence they are called as flowering plants. Embryo in seed has special structures called as cotyledons which act as seed leaves at the time of germination. They are divided into two groups, monocots and dicots. So this completes the classification of kingdom Plantae.